Hello fellow Star Wars fans, my name is Starrapter. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to everybody. Jumping right back into the comics. Last week we had 5, this week we have 1, so it's like, what is going on? Where's the balance? But anyway, we are talking about one we've been waiting a while because we didn't get it in December, and that is Star Wars issue number 30. This one is called No Space, of course, written by Charles Soule with artwork by Andres Genolet, and this one picks up where we left off, where we have Luke, Leia, we have Amilyn Holdo, Lando, Chewie, Lobot. That whole crew is trying to figure out the fuel situation for the Rebel Alliance, which is dwindling now. So they have this whole rumor that Amilyn Holdo has of this Kezeret group, of this convoy back during the High Republic, where it was basically lost. You have all these vehicles that they could siphon the power from for the Rebel Alliance. So they had gotten a Pathfinder engine, which is what belongs to the Nihil back in the High Republic 20 years before the Phantom Menace, and they have since used that Path Engine's data to end up at No Space, which is the headquarters of the Nihil, and that's where we pick up in this issue. We have the crew having issues with the Path Engine, so they have to land at No Space in order to get that dealt with, and as they do, they come across this child, and she's a little bit crazy. She doesn't speak, like, she doesn't make sense with what she's saying. But anyway, she basically gets out of there and they go back to their ship, and next thing you know, they have a bunch of Nihil droids trying to kill them on their way back to the ship. So they run away, and they get saved by this ship that just appears out of nowhere, and this person eventually takes them to the convoy of the Kezeret, which is what they've been looking for the whole time, and that's where we leave off. So there's a couple things to note here. First off, I love seeing the establishment of the original trilogy characters ending up in High Republic areas, right? This is really cool seeing this kind of crossover of the different eras of Star Wars and seeing how it's so prevalent in the, retrofitted into the original trilogy with all this stuff. And they've been doing a great job with the prequels, and now we're seeing the High Republic getting to see these Nihil droids. Now, this is a first look at these droids. I don't know if this is from Phase 1, because currently in the Battle of Jeddah audio drama, there are droids made by the Grafs that are sold to the mother, who's part of the Path of the Open Hand. Yeah, I'm going down a long rabbit hole with this, guys. I know, I digress. But it's cool seeing these droids that are very armored heavily to the point where they can't even be hurt by blasters. So I thought that was cool. This very abominable design where they're just like bulwarks against all this stuff. But there's a really cool moment I want to highlight in this issue that stood out for me, and it's the relationship between Luke and Lando. So Lando tries to make the jump onto the Savior's ship, and he misses it, he trips, and Luke is there to use the Force to bring him up with his Force telekinesis, right, his Force pull ability. And at that moment, Lando and Luke kind of bond, because Lando gets to see, like, okay, the fact that you're spending all this time studying these books and all this, what he thinks at the time is far-fetched nonsense, it actually saved his life. So now Lando has a different look, and it's cool because this summer we had Star Wars Shadow of the Sith, which is a book just about Luke and Lando going on a journey. So this is kind of like the first moment, like, okay, yeah, Luke and Lando had a bit of a relationship, not much of one before the events of Return of the Jedi, but without Han there, they had to get along and play ball. And there's also a moment between Chewie and Lando where, Chewie is like, oh yeah, like this is actually somebody I care about. And Lando's like, I didn't know you cared about me that much, because Chewie thought he was going to die there. So pretty cool stuff there. But also Luke feels something in the Force. So I don't know if that's relating to the Fermata Cage and the Spark Eternal and all that stuff that's going on with the Hidden Empire comic series, but we shall see soon. So there you have it. There's the breakdown of Star Wars issue number 30. What did you guys think of this one? Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars, I've started following more with the Bad Batch. I have a video out explaining the connections between Count Dooku and the Bad Batch season premiere and all that with the Separatists. So go ahead and check that out. And there will be more deep dive videos in the Bad Batch coming maybe every week. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just subscribe so you don't miss any of that content when it does come out. So that's gonna do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. And once again, Happy New Year.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also included 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.